Hi, folks. How you doing? RussellTrueResults303.com. Check out the website. Link in the description box. Mind, body, spirit, fitness, putting the healing back in health. Don't forget to comment, share your points and views. I'm sure whoever's watching this, you have great insight and great value to add to any conversation. And I need you down here doing that same thing. Typing in whatever comes to mind with you, as long as it's respectful. So this video is going to be about why is doing the right thing so difficult? Because unfortunately it is, right? You've tried to exercise. You've tried to eat healthy. You've tried to read a book. You've tried to friend that person and forgive that person that you just don't like, or you just don't see eye to eye with. And it's hard to do those things. And it sucks. I'm not gonna lie. It sucks. All these things suck, right? This is a mind, body, spirit channel. So, I'm not gonna lie. Trying to exercise 3 to 4 days a week and eat proper 7, it sucks. But once again, it's the right thing to do. And that's what we need to realize. It's the right thing to do. That's why you do it. What is the right thing to do? There are simple truths in life, and that's the downfall with some of this spirituality, this Gnostic view of life, where what's right for me might not be right for you, but you have your own set of values and thoughts and this and that. Well, I think it's fair to say that I don't care who you are, eating healthy, exercising, and reading books and not watching TV and visiting your family or whatever the case may be, that is a truth. There's nothing that's not different for me than it is for the next person. Now, what might be different is how you're going to approach it. You're someone who likes to read fantasy or fiction instead of nonfiction. You're someone who likes to do cardio instead of resistance training, right? Your body type might, your body type might react differently to this than it does to that. But those are simple truths. And that's the hard thing to get across. When you just want to come home, watch TV, well then, that's the easy thing to do. That's the easy way out. And the right thing to do is hard. It's to get up off the couch, go run around, play with the kids, help them with their homework, read a book, cook dinner, food prep. That's the hard thing to do. But it's the right thing to do. I think we've got to understand that we need to see the big picture, and the big picture is leaving this world a better place than it was when we got here. And that means from the moment you decide to make the change. So from watching this video right now, for the rest of your life until you die, is this world going to be a better place? Or is it going to be the same, if not worse? And I think your motto should be, it's going to be a better place when I leave this earth. That's my goal. And I hope that's your goal. Because that's what it's all about. It's not about me. It's about we. Right? So, that, food for thought. And it's going to be the hardest thing you've ever done, making that change, because now you have to regroup your whole self. You've got to look deep within you and say, what am I doing wrong? Which is the hardest thing to do. Ask somebody. They'll tell you how horrible of a person you are. Well, if they're a good friend, or they'll tell you where they think you're headed, what direction. They at least know you. You've got to understand that you don't know you as much as you think you do. You're biased, right? I know a bunch of people where they think they're the studliest man, they're the studliest person on earth. Every woman wants them. Every this, every that, they're perfect, whatever. That's a biased opinion. I'll look right at them and tell them how it is. But you got to try to say it in a respectful way. You don't want to be mean about it. But then again, if they don't want to hear it, then there's no issue. There's no problem. Don't say nothing about it, right? Just keep it to yourself then. But if they want the truth and they think they can handle the truth, give them the truth. They might not like it though. And another thing that's so difficult, and I'm going to get Catholic Christian on you, is what does Jesus say, right? The first will be last, the last will be first. Whoever wants to be the greatest must be the servant. And that's what these things are about. That's what you've got to realize. When people think that you're selfish because you exercise and you do this and you do that, how is that selfish? You're trying to set an example, right? You're trying to tell people that there's more to life than going and eating fast food, watching TV, going here, going there. You know, there's more to the human, the value of a human than the clothes they wear, the way they dress, what they drive, the house they live in. You know, the house I live in isn't changing anybody's life. The car I drive doesn't change anybody's life. Yeah, it might change my life, but it's not changing those around me. It's not making anybody better. So, like I said, the question is, ask yourself this right now. When this video turns off, is your goal in life from here on out to make the world a better place than it was when you got done watching this video? That's the big question. Are you willing to take that step? And working on yourself is not a selfish thing to do, because if you die, who's going to help those around you? Who's going to be that example? Who's going to be the positive influence in the lives that they need in a world that is so negative? Or at least the news wants to tell you it's negative. When in reality, there's a lot of beautiful things going on this planet. The unfortunate thing is, just like they say sex sells, so does negativity. Right? So does negativity. Just like after one of the Republican debates when they were talking about, who did they interview? It wasn't Trump, because they were talking about Trump. I think it was Cruz. Or it was either Cruz or Jeb Bush. Jed, whatever his name is, Bush. And he said, oh, these are old tactics. Trump is trying to scare you to make you think that he's the only way. And he's trying to use a scare tactic to make you think that you need him to be the president, or something along those lines, right? And that's what they do with this negativity. It's the same thing when people want to say the government, whoever these things are, they want to try and control you, right? And they want to make you think that you need them. Like, we need the Republicans. We need the Democrats. Whatever party you feel like you're affiliated with, they want to make you think you need them. And the unfortunate thing is, I haven't seen them do anything great for us lately, right? My cousin's husband was a big Obama fan, and after all of it went down, he was like, I don't even want to vote anymore. There's a lot of promises made that nobody lived up to. Nobody kept their word. So are you going to be a person that keeps your word? Are you going to be a role model? Are you going to be the servant? Are you going to be the first that's last? Well, if so, that's why doing the right thing is so difficult, because that's what needs to happen. You need to sacrifice your free time, the time you want to spend sitting on the couch, the time you want to spend sleeping, the time you want to spend just laying around doing nothing. You have to use in a productive way that's going to change the world. That's going to help others. It's going to build someone up around you. That's going to involve you getting out of your comfort zone and doing something that you didn't think was possible. And all I can say is, let's start right now. Like I said, when this video is off, what's your goal? Is your goal going to be, let me click on a new video? If it's one of mine, go ahead and do it. But if it's someone else, get off of that. I'm just kidding. But seriously, what's the purpose? From this day forward, are you going to try and make the world a better place than it was right now? Or are you just going to go with the status quo and follow everyone? I like listening to Andy Mineo, Christian rap. He says, if you're not driven by the mission, you'll be driven by the cause. Right? So if you're not a part of it's pretty much saying, if you're not part of the solution, you're part of the problem. If you're not finding purpose in your life, you're going to end up being a follower. And you're most likely going to go the wrong way. He also says something like, when you redefine yourself, you win when you lose. Right? That's the whole concept. When you redefine yourself, you win when you lose. Why? Because you're looking at yourself and saying, I don't like this. I don't like this. This is negative. This is bad. This has to change. So you're cutting all this out of your life to be reborn again. Right? To be reborn again. You're almost getting that baptism. That new life. Right? He who wishes to gain his life must lose his life. Jesus was a smart man. Right? So I'm going to end it there. Bunch of rambling. This is like the fourth video. It took me forever to get this video going. A lot of mistakes, a lot of different takes, and this is the one I decided to go with. So I hope it helps. subscribe to the channel, share and like these videos.